Welcome to the Lakers Highlights Today channel. Before we get to the news, please leave a like on the video, subscribe to the channel, and turn on notifications. Now, let's get to the Lakers news.
Hey there, Lakers fans! Let's get straight to the topic that's been shaking things up behind the scenes in Los Angeles. The front office has its eyes on Andrew Wiggins, and you're about to understand why this move could completely change the direction of our season. The Miami Heat forward has been the main target of our offseason. The initial negotiations didn't go through because of the high price Miami was asking for, but the front office didn't give up. On the contrary, they came back stronger than ever to pursue this player. This renewed effort gained even more urgency after Luka Doncic's contract extension. With the Slovenian star locked in for the future, it's time to build a roster of true title contenders around him. The purple and gold franchise can finally commit to that goal in a concrete way. Even with all that excitement, the deal didn't happen. Rumors suggest that personal issues prevented the Heat from closing the deal, but Los Angeles isn't stopping here. The pursuit of Wiggins continues because his impact on our roster would be enormous. So let's break down the details of this new trade proposal that could finally bring our target to the City of Angels. The Lakers would receive Andrew Wiggins and Kevin Love. In return, the Miami Heat would get Gabe Vincent, Jared Vanderbilt, and our 2031 first-round pick. The Utah Jazz would enter as a facilitator, receiving Maxi Kleber and a 2032 second-round pick. For the Jazz, this move makes sense mainly from a numbers standpoint. Kevin Love arrived there through the John Collins trade, and honestly, a veteran like him doesn't have much space on a team focused on developing young talent. Maxi Kleber, while an experienced veteran who could mentor younger big men, wouldn't have a huge role in Utah's system either. But here's the key point for them. Kleber's contract is worth $11 million, while Love is earning $4.1 million. When Kleber's contract expires next summer, Utah will save $6.9 million in cap space. Add that to a second-round pick, which always has value for a team that collects assets like the Jazz, and the deal starts to make sense for them. Now let's talk about what Miami gains from this. We know the Heat might hesitate to part ways with Wiggins, but recent events may be forcing the franchise to reassess its options. Gabe Vincent would be coming home. He was an important part of the Heat's rotation between 2021 and 2023, establishing himself as a reliable guard with solid defense and perimeter shooting. Last season with the Lakers, he averaged 6.4 points, 1.4 assists, and 0.7 steals per game, shooting 40% from the field and 35.3% from three. The numbers don't impress at first glance, mainly because of his limited minutes, but in Miami he already proved he can do much more. Vincent's familiarity with the Heat system is a huge asset. With Tyler Herro sidelined, having an experienced guard who already knows the system could be too valuable for Miami to ignore. Jared Vanderbilt is the other piece heading to the Heat. His stats last season weren't eye-catching. 4.1 points and 5.1 rebounds on 48.8% shooting. But pay attention to this. After a full offseason to recover and get back into shape, the forward is ready to make a much bigger impact in the rotation. Vanderbilt's defensive versatility is exceptional. His instincts, combined with natural athleticism and physical tools, make him an intimidating defensive presence. He can guard multiple positions, including point guards in some situations. For the Heat, adding another elite defender to the rotation always holds value. With Wiggins gone, Miami could promote Nikola Jovic to the starting lineup. Jovic has been showing steady progress, especially after his impressive Eurobasket performances. This move could accelerate the development of the Heat's main unit, turning what seems like a loss into an opportunity for growth. Now we get to what really matters for us: how this trade turns the Lakers into legitimate title contenders. Andrew Wiggins is the perfect fit for what we need, a reliable two-way forward who can create his own shot, with elite athleticism, perimeter efficiency, and championship experience from his time with the Golden State Warriors. All in one package. Having Wiggins on the roster would be a significant upgrade. Rui Hachimura, who's been solid, would move to the second unit. And make no mistake, that depth isn't a problem, it's a solution. It's exactly the kind of luxury championship teams need to have. Wiggins is 30 years old and has already proven he can produce as a second or third scoring option. Last season with the Heat, he took on a bigger offensive role and delivered 19 points, 4.2 rebounds, 1.2 steals, and 1 block per game, shooting 45.8% from the field and 36% from three. Imagine that alongside LeBron James and Luka Doncic in our starting lineup. Wiggins has everything it takes to be a valuable piece in this system. The fit would be perfect. And there's more. Kevin Love would also join in this deal. Last season with the Jazz, he averaged 5.3 points and 4.1 rebounds, shooting 35.8% from three. His on-court contribution is limited, that's true. He mainly plays as a floor-spacing big who can also facilitate. But Love's value goes far beyond the numbers. The experience and locker room presence of a veteran like Love are priceless. Teams that maintain high performance throughout the regular season always have players like him in the background. His positive influence behind the scenes could be a difference maker in critical moments of the season. So, the question everyone's asking, should the Lakers really go after Andrew Wiggins? The answer seems obvious when we look at the potential of this acquisition. Wiggins aligns perfectly with the franchise's goals and could indeed turn us into legitimate title contenders. But there's a catch. If the rumors about Pat Riley are true, we might be wasting time and energy chasing a player who simply won't leave Miami. And with the regular season starting in about a week, the window for making moves is closing fast. The reality is that any significant change would likely happen during the season, so maybe the smartest strategy is to broaden the options. There are other elite players available across the league. The front office needs to monitor the team's early performance, make a critical evaluation, and then make data-driven decisions. The desire to bring in Wiggins is real and justified. His talent would fit our system perfectly. But sometimes, in the NBA, you need to know when to push and when to pivot to plan B. And Lakers fans, you can be sure of one thing. The front office will do whatever it takes to put this team in the best possible position to compete for a championship. Whether it's with Wiggins or another star who can take us back to the top. Now let's visualize what it would be like to have Andrew Wiggins wearing the purple and gold alongside LeBron James and Luka Doncic. This would be an explosive combination that would take the Lakers to another competitive level. Wiggins would bring exactly what this trio needs. While LeBron and Doncic handle the ball and create plays, Wiggins would fit perfectly as the third element, the player who doesn't need the ball in his hands all the time, but is always ready to make a difference. His ability to create his own shot would relieve pressure from our two stars, giving more offensive options when the game gets tight. Defensively, his impact would be even more evident. LeBron at 40 still contributes on defense, but he can't carry that load for 48 minutes. Doncic has never been known as an elite defender. Wiggins would fill that gap in a crucial way. He can guard the opponent's best player every night, whether it's a forward or even bigger guards, freeing up LeBron and Luka to save energy and dominate offensively. The floor spacing would be another huge benefit. Wiggins shooting 36% from three forces defenses to respect him, opening even more space for LeBron to attack the paint and for Doncic to run his signature pick and rolls. Opposing defenses simply wouldn't know how to adjust. Leave Wiggins open and he punishes. Collapse on him and you leave LeBron or Doncic with the advantage. In transition, imagine Wiggins' speed and athleticism running the floor with LeBron pushing the pace. That's easy points every night. And in clutch moments when every possession matters, having three players who can create and finish plays is a luxury few teams in the league can afford. This trio would form the core of a team built to win now. We're not talking about potential or development. We're talking about three players in or near their prime, with experience, talent, and a winning mentality. It's exactly the kind of move that turns a good team into a true title contender. For Andrew Wiggins, this move would represent a golden opportunity to redefine his career and reach the top again. After winning a championship with the Golden State Warriors, Wiggins knows the path to victory. He knows what it takes to win at the highest level. His stint with the Miami Heat was productive, with solid numbers and an important offensive role, but Los Angeles would offer something different. Here, he wouldn't just be another valuable piece, he'd be the third pillar of a dynasty in the making. Playing alongside LeBron James means learning from the greatest player of his generation. LeBron's leadership and the way he elevates everyone around him would be a daily masterclass for Wiggins. And with Luka Doncic, one of the league's most special talents, the forward would have two elite facilitators creating opportunities for him to shine. The pressure would be different too. In Miami, Wiggins carried a heavy offensive load. In the Lakers, he could focus on doing what he does best on both ends of the court without forcing shots or creating from scratch every night. It would be a more natural, comfortable role, allowing his game to flow organically. The Lakers stage is unmatched, playing at Crypto. Come arena with the history and tradition of this franchise, wearing the purple and gold that Magic, Kobe, and Shaq once wore. For a player in his 30s with several high-level years left, this would be the perfect chance to add another ring to his collection and cement his legacy as one of the most complete forwards of his era. Wiggins would have everything he needs to thrive in Los Angeles: the system, the teammates, the structure, the ambition. It would be the ideal setting for him to show he still has plenty to offer and can be a key piece of another championship team. Speaking realistically about this move, we need to consider all angles before finalizing this potential deal. From a purely basketball perspective, the trade makes total sense for the Lakers. Wiggins fills immediate needs and brings balance to the roster. The combination of elite defense, reliable shooting, and playoff experience is exactly the profile this team lacks. Giving up Gabe Vincent, Jared Vanderbilt, and draft picks is a fair price, considering what we'd gain in return. The championship window with LeBron is closing. There's no time left to think long-term or bet on potential. Every season with the king on the court is precious and cannot be wasted. Wiggins maximizes those chances immediately, with no adjustment curve. He's already proven he works in championship environments. On the other hand, the obstacles are real. Pat Riley's and the Miami Heat's resistance can't be ignored. If their front office truly refuses to negotiate Wiggins for internal reasons, insisting on this path could waste valuable time. The season is around the corner, and staying fixated on one target while other opportunities arise would be a strategic mistake. Timing is also a concern. Making a trade like this now, right before the regular season, means the roster would have little time to build chemistry. Wiggins would need to adapt quickly to the system, understand his role, and develop chemistry with LeBron and Doncic. It's not impossible, but it adds an element of risk. In the end, Andrew Wiggins would be a transformative addition for the Lakers. The fit is perfect, the impact would be immediate, and the championship odds would rise significantly. But the front office can't put all its eggs in one basket. If Miami remains firm, it's time to pivot quickly and explore other options. There are other high-level players across the league who could help the Lakers compete. Wisdom lies in having a plan A, a plan B, and even a plan C. Wiggins remains the ideal target, but he can't be the only one. The most important thing now is to act with urgency and intelligence. The season waits for no one. If this specific negotiation doesn't move forward in the next few weeks, Los Angeles needs to be ready to make another equally impactful move. The ambition to bring the 18th title to the city can't be held hostage by a single deal, no matter how appealing it looks. At the end of the day, the franchise's commitment to excellence is what truly matters. Whether it's with Wiggins or another star wearing purple and gold, one thing is certain. This front office will do everything in its power to put a championship team on the court. The Lakers' legacy demands nothing less. Now we want to hear from you. What do you think about this potential trade for Andrew Wiggins? Should the front office keep pushing for it or move on to other options in the market? Leave your thoughts in the comments and let's discuss the future of our team on the road to the 18th championship. See you next time, Lakers Nation.